Hi everyone, this is Rachel again. Excuse me, I still have a little bit of remnants of the cold that I've been dealing with since the day after Christmas, so super awesome, I know. It is that time again. I have finished off my December kit for my Scraptastic kit, and along with my counterfeit add-on kit, and I did 10 layouts. And I'll just quickly show you them. There are videos for a couple of them, but due to me being sick, and then also I did a couple December daily videos and some Christmas layouts, there are not as many videos for these as I would usually do. So this is the first one I did. It's so funny, I did not think I would use these chipboard shapes, and I ended up using the majority of them. So a very cute one of my niece, who's, now a teenager. If you've seen my videos before, that's her, and then that's her cousin, who's now, of course, a grown-up. And actually, this needs to go over here. And then another one of her as a baby. And these are this is one of the acrylic shapes from the kit. There were so many die cuts in that Fancy Pants kit. Holy smokes, there are so many die cuts. Okay. Oh, and I'll show you the little trim around here is the edge of one I used with a cut file. The cut file that came with this month's kit. And here's another one, and here's the other acrylic piece that I used. And then these stickers were also part of that Fancy Pants line, but I bought them. They came, Scraptastic was offering a couple of additional single items you could buy. So I used all the birds from the die cut pack because I figured, it's my cat, where else am I going to use birds? So, and I used the chipboard diamonds and triangles again. I'm a little crooked on my title here, but it won't really come off anymore, and I don't feel like ripping the paper. It's fine. It's good enough. And here's where I use that cut file, and there is a video for this. There's just no voiceover because I had laryngitis for a couple of days. I couldn't talk at all. Now, I haven't done the journaling on purpose because I'm going to have all their names in there, and I don't want that being on the internet. So I realized I did not explain my title, The Crew. My niece did crew, so this is a crew of her crew people. So it's kind of a play on words because I enjoy that. This one also has a process video. Holy smokes, people. Process video. Hello. And you can see I dropped some water on my page and it's a little warped. I'm thinking once it goes in the album, it'll be okay. And then this one, there is a video for. It's up on the Crafty Maven's Getaway on January 14th for Sketch It Out Thursday. This is a sketch from Pinterest. I believe in the Crafty Maven Getaway description box from this video, I did put a link to where it's from, the blog it's from, but it's like a long name, and I don't remember off the top of my head. So there you go with that. And this one has a video as well. This video is actually just out yesterday. So yes, there's a video for this one. And it's a very cute monochromatic. Excuse me, I have a ferret escaping. You'll have to excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I should probably explain. For any of you who don't know, I have two ferrets. Well, my best friend and I and her daughter who share a house. And for any of you who have small animals, the worst thing that can ever happen is you accidentally hurt one of them. And my housemate accidentally stepped on one of our ferrets. And he's fine now, but he's restricted to a little playpen we have, and he's not happy about it. And so he and his sister keep trying to escape it, and he's not allowed to climb stairs or run or jump or any of that. So unfortunately, he has to be confined for another week. Another week? No. He should be out in a couple days. Okay, moving on. This is a layout using a monochromatic scheme and a sketch from Studio Calico. This is part of, the video is part of the series that Christy Harriman and I are doing called Get Sketchy with Christy and Rachel. Sorry, folks, everything slid down. All right. And I think, yeah, that's the last one that has a video. So this one, well, hello, my sweet apricots. It's the first time my niece tasted apricots, and she kind of adored them. This one was one I had a lot of scraps. Sorry, I should have finished up. I had a lot of scraps, so I kind of just ended up layering them and then stapling them together, and then until I just got something that was pleasing to my eye. And then this layout literally took me 15 minutes, maybe even less. I just had 2 scraps, so I kind of layered them, used these Studio Calico chevron pieces, put down my title, did a little journaling. It's just about my niece. She'd gotten her hair colored again, and it was just like, oh, I made a little funny "here's to being happy" instead of "here's to being happy," because I know you needed me to explain that to you. So this paper is an exclusive from Scraptastic, and it really did not need a lot of embellishment. It was just so cute on its own. And here's the last layout I made. I used a bunch of the scraps I had left over. Now this piece was part of my original counterfeit kit, and I went to cut this chevron-y puzzle piece, which was a full-length thing, out of my silhouette, and either my mat was not sticky enough, or it was too sticky, or my blade was too dull, or it was too sharp. I have no idea. It slipped. I was able to salvage this top part, and then so I just added this light gray piece of cardstock to my kit and completed this last layout, because I did have quite a bit of small pieces of pattern paper left over. So another word from that Fancy Pants thing I added on, some more of the Fancy Pants die cuts, some of the Studio Calico arrows, and we have a nice cute layout. And I lined up my journaling on with the same angle as the paper, so I thought that was pretty awesome of me. And I did use the stencil that came with the kit this time, and I also used it on the one where it's too cool for the pool that I had a video for, where I used it with texture paste, and this time I just used it with some distress ink and ink blender tool. Okay, so those are my layouts that I got done, all in 10 in all, which is what I meant to say. And now let's share what I have left of the kit. Okay, I used all but one of the cut apart labels. That's garbage. I used all of my flair. I used all of my vellum. I used all of the Chamel enamel dots. I used more than half of the Fancy Pants Happy Place puffy sticker script words. I used 4 of the words, and then I used all of the little hearts and squiggly lines that came as part of the kit. I did not use the wood veneer, but I used all of the acrylic. Now this wood veneer, I actually think I know what layout I want to use with it as part of my kit for January. I already have it packed up. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to use that for next month, because I'm pretty sure I know which layout I want to use it on. I used several of the acrylic numbers, but not all of them. It's not a surprise. I will be honest, I almost never use numbers in my layouts. I always have numbers left over. It's just, if I'm going to put numbers, I'm going to use like something tiny. So I was very proud of myself that I did use it in, I think I used it in 2 different layouts. So I was actually quite proud of myself for doing that. Okay? Now I am super proud of myself because there are very, very few die cuts left, and I'll show you on the back There were a ton of these die cuts, especially those little flower die cuts. And I was so proud of myself. Hold on, let me see. Here it is. On this layout, I managed to use all of these little flowers. I was so proud of myself, really, because, you know, I didn't know for sure that I would be able to use all of those, and I did. So there are very, very few of these left. And then this is my paper left. And I have, oops, sorry. And then this is the remnants of the cut apart. I keep saying cut apart, I mean cut file. So this is what I have left. I might keep this and make a card because I can use the music and then just like do happy birthday. But other than that, I think I'll probably just recycle the rest of these. There's not, because it's such a bold stripe and such a little piece, I just don't know if I'll have use for it. I will simply add this stencil into my other stencils. And then the only thing I have left is the thickers, which of course I will use because these are amazing thickers. I'm going to actually add it onto my next kit because there's teal in that as well. And so that is the end of my December Scraptastic kit. Now as for my add-on kit, hang on. Now obviously with my add-on kit I don't expect to use as much up as with my actual kit, and I was actually very pleased with what I did end up using. I did use some of the green. I did not end up using yellow. I used some of the pink enamel dots that I added to the kit. I used 2 of the frames that I used and several of the cut aparts that I used, that I had added. I also used some of the Heidi Swap enamel dots I added. I used a couple of the little mini alphas. Excuse me. I used a bunch of these Bella Boulevard little bits. I was very happy how much I used up of that. I used these Alison Craft Webster's Pages #happy little letter stickers in probably 4 or 5 of my layouts, and it looks like I barely touched them. I used several doilies. I used up a bunch of these cork arrows and chevrons. Oh, these are some pieces of paper I have, but I'll just put that in my card making kit. And I used these Ooh La La thickers quite a bit. I don't have a lot left. There's no S's, there's no R's, there's 1 P, there's no E's, there's 1 A. So almost done with that. I used all of the chipboard hearts and almost all of the chipboard diamonds and triangles. I couldn't think of the word triangle. All that's left are purple and peach. So I'll have to wait until I get something with those colors. I didn't use very many of the So Fancy, but I did use that Big Love, and that was the one I really thought I'd be able to use in this kit. The others are very, very girly, and my niece just isn't super girly, so it's something I have to wait until I have, you know, a layout to use it with. And I also used quite a bit of the Heidi Swap Color Resist die cuts. I was very happy to use up the big butterflies for that. I did not use these wood tags. I honestly didn't think I was going to. I just thought I'd add it just in case. I also didn't use these. I like them. I have issues with perforated items. I'm not a big fan of them. So I figured I would just add this and see if maybe I could get myself to use it. But no, I wasn't there yet. And then I did use... Sorry, we have people jumping around here. I did use these Jelly Bean Soup ones in at least one layout, but I didn't use them that often. They just weren't quite the right shade of pink. So that is it, my Kill a Kit video for December 2015 Scraptastic kit and my add-on kit. Have a great day, everyone. I will be back soon. Bye.